that, Joy?
Don't time. You just wave to her. Say hi, Joy.
Hi, Joy. Aw, she's getting more to us. Joy! Joy!
Is she having a dance party?
Joy!
There, she sees you, Sage.
Joy! Joy!
She saw you. She's got her
She's dancing
Christmas
for you.
scarf on.
No, you're not filming it.
Yeah.
Did you see Joy? Yeah, are you waving? Are you waving? The land featuring Soaring, but we're gonna go on living with the land. So it's inside the building. Living with the land, and I've heard it's kind of decorated for Christmas. It's exciting. You gonna wave, buddy? Can you wave?
Did I get you?
Did Mama get you? Oh, there you go. All right, into the land. You leading us, bud? Oh, what? Follow the crack. You're cute.
Y piernas dentro del barco y cuida a los pequeñitos. A manera de recordatorio, no tomar fotos con flash y luz de video antes de llegar a Ninaldero.
Living with the land. Enjoy.
Beneath the surface of the land, roots trap water from the flowing mud, extracting precious nutrients and minerals. These elements, when combined with sunlight, create the diverse living systems of our planet. One of those living systems is the rainforest, home to the most amazing concentration of life on our planet. These dense and beautiful forests cover only a tiny portion of the Earth's surface, but they contain more than half of its plant and animal species. Rainforests are also extremely rich and productive living systems, providing us with oxygen, food, medicine, and other elements essential to our lives.
You see the monkeys? Alligator!
In the desert, nature has created a very different, no less beautiful living system. And while this arid landscape may seem lifeless, it is very much alive. The American prairie once appeared as desolate as the desert, but over time, rainwater and nutrients gradually penetrated the hard surface of this land. Even the hooves of the mighty buffalo helped create the rich soil that would one day become home to the American farm.
Is there a chicken?
Is there a doggy? There is a chicken. Doggy?
Did you see the doggy?
Oh, there's a dog. Is there a doggy, Martin? Is that like Lola?
Of all the forces at work on the land, humans have had one of the most profound effects. The need to produce food for a growing world led to the enormous use and sometimes overuse of the land. How will we meet tomorrow's growing needs for food production, yet still respect the needs of the land? Some of the answers are being discovered just ahead. To help us maintain these carefully controlled ecosystems, and for your safety, please remain seated in your boat at all times. Welcome to our living laboratory, where scientists from Epcot and the U.S. Department of Agriculture are exploring innovative ways to produce bountiful harvests now and into the future. The tropics are home to the greatest diversity of plants on the planet. Many of these, like papaya, bananas, cacao, coffee, and rice, are well known around the world. These are just a few of the edible plants that have been an important source of nutrition for people living in the tropics. Many are rich in vitamins and minerals, while others are well adapted to growing in less than ideal conditions. Some, like the water lily, thrive in wet, swampy areas and waterways. All parts of this plant, even the flower petals, are edible. The starchy root of the plant has long been used to make flour for baking. One day, many of these lesser-known tropical plants may be as important as the bananas growing on both sides of the boat. More than 28 million tons of bananas are eaten annually, making it the most popular fruit in the world. When we mention farming, you probably don't think of fish, but fish farming, or aquaculture, accounts for nearly half of all the seafood consumed globally. Tilapia, bass, and catfish, like the ones you see here, are three of the more popular crops raised by fish farmers. The sustainable system we're using here recycles the water in the tanks. As a result, we're able to save millions of gallons each year. Our small fish farm produces nearly 5,000 pounds of fish each year to serve in restaurants around Walt Disney World. Innovations like this one can play an important role in our efforts to produce bountiful harvests and still protect natural resources. While there are more than 50,000 edible plant species in the world, most of us are only familiar with the handful that make up our everyday diet. The common grains growing here, wheat, maize, sorghum, and millet, plus rice, account for nearly 2/3 of our global food consumption. Learning how to increase yields of these staples is an important goal of research around the world.
Tequila, man. Yeah. You seen how they harvest it?
These plants are definitely on their way up. Innovative growing techniques like these increase yields while more efficiently using resources like water, fertilizer, and pesticides. Another innovation at work here is our integrated pest management program. By populating our greenhouses with beneficial insects that prey on harmful pests, like aphids and flies, we are significantly reducing our reliance on conventional pesticides. We're growing these crops using our nutrient film system. This technique precisely controls and recycles water and nutrients. With it, we can produce over 27,000 heads of lettuce a year in this one small area. Some of our best ideas have been inspired by nature. like these fruit and vegetable trees. By growing these ground plants vertically, we can increase yields and better control diseases. These crops taste as good as they look. In fact, we serve more than 15 tons of produce from our greenhouses in restaurants here at the land every year. The future of agriculture may include innovative ideas like this vertical growing system. Plants grown in this way use a fraction of the space required by traditional growing methods. That saves water and increases production. The aquaponics system on your left combines hydroponics with aquaculture. The fish provide a natural source of fertilizer for the plants, and the plants help keep the water clean for the fish. It's another great way to produce more while using less. In our lab, Epcot scientists are working with the U.S. Department of Agriculture on a number of innovative projects. The goal of these efforts is to produce higher yielding and better quality plants.
In line for Soarin'.
And you get to ride it twice.
I do. Thank you for child swap.
I hope John survives.
Ah, he'll be fine. He'll be fine. Soaring around the world. Guys, this is so cool. With the like rope lighting.
Hello and welcome to Soarin'.
It's the
My name's
tick.
Patrick and I'll be your chief flight attendant today. We'll begin boarding in a few minutes, but first I'd like to acquaint you with some important safety information. Hats and, of course, these little dudes.
Aww. Okay, so that was so much fun. So now we're gonna do rider swap. So I get to ride it twice. So off we go.
We are the second
The
half.
second half. Second half, not the first half.
Not the
second
first.
half.
Second?
Second. 4, 2, 4, 5, 8. Do I hear 10? Do I hear 10? Oh boy.
That's the way my brain works this morning.
This guy, I tell you.
This morning? What time is it?
What?
Crap.
There's not enough time in the day. That's what time it is.
I'm at Disney.
Disney time.
Disney time just goes.
Where'd it go? It's over there.
Squirrel.
Here's the beautiful hallway again. Soarin'. Ooh. It's lighting up. Stop on the line.
No, on the line.
On the line.
I'm on the line.
On the line. Off the line. On the line. Off the line. On the record. Off the record. That's an inside joke with a cast member at Rock and Roller Coaster.
On behalf of our entire flight crew, thanks for soaring with us.
Alright, now heading into the Sea Pavilion with Nemo and friends. And there's Nemo and Dory and a couple other people. I don't know who they all are. But Spaceship Earth is all.
What a pirate's favorite letter is? Well, most people think it's R. But it's actually
Z. Mine. While you're here, you always gotta go see the manatees. Lou and Lil Joe. Where'd they go? Did you see them down there, didn't you?
Yeah, they were over last.
Gotcha. Oh, here comes one. Which one is... so that's Lou. That one's Lou, and Little Joe is the other one. So Lou is in the boating exhibit. Fishy. Swimming away.
That's a situation where that will all come from other institutions at this point, just because of the nature of what that is. In the wild, they're young,
That's not a good idea. They just have I think that's all.
There's the Mickey.
Yeah, just think you step on that.
Those stingrays, ooh, that's a pretty one back there. Looks like a cheetah. That's tuna, huh?
Where? Where?
What kind are those?
That's not too much.
What is this?
Oh, here's the tree at Epcot, all lit up. Very pretty. Whoop. Whoop.
On the other side of it? Yeah. Here, go here.
And that, my friends, is a wrap. Exiting Epcot. Bye-bye. Off to the Skyliner. On the Skyliner, heading back to Pop Century.
Welcome aboard the Disney Skyliner at Epcot International Gateway. We're flying to Disney's Riviera Resort with a final stop at Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort. We hope you enjoyed your visit to Epcot and World Showcase. Did you learn how to say hello in a different language today?